Do you think I find this funny? Do you? Because I don't think you're funny. For those of you who don't know, last week I did a Q&A, or I answered some of the questions that the PZW fans had submitted to me. But after I posted the video, I got an email asking another question. Why were you wearing a Richy Sick t-shirt? For those of you who do not know, I've known Richy Sick for 20 years. I met him when I was 5 years old. And when he was 5 years old, him and his entire family were on the front page of the Salem Evening News. Headline read, "Living on the Edge." Richy's family was poor. Richy didn't have an easy life. And then I met him. I did whatever I could to help him. When his family lost his house, he lived with me. When everything started going to hell for him, I was there. I was his first real friend. And then I get an email asking me, why were you wearing a Richy Sick t-shirt? You know who sent me that email? Cam Cash. And he wasn't just asking why I was wearing it. He went on to tell me, it's a dead brand. It's a dead brand. You're representing a dead brand, something that doesn't exist anymore. There is no use for a Sick t-shirt because there is no more Richy Sick. I had my man John Wilson see to it. And that's when it hit me. Cam Cash, you're the only man that I know that could ever take the hatred and the anger in my heart that I had for Richy Sick and have it redirected towards you. Because at the end of the day, Richy Sick is my little brother, and nobody puts their hands on my little brother but me. If he was going to get put out of this business, I would have done it. Because I would have made it quick, and I would have made it fair. But no. You jumped him from behind and you threw him down a flight of stairs. And I know you don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself and your money. As far as PZW is concerned, pal, your money is worthless. Because there's no amount you could give me that would ever make me decide against my own good judgment to do something you requested. But believe me when I say you are going to pay, because everybody has to pay the piper. But as far as why I was wearing a Richy Sick shirt during my Q&A, because in this heart, there will always be room for my little brother. Because don't forget, if it wasn't for what me and Richy did in that ring, in that building that night, I would have never got the chance to own this company. I owe him for that. And Richy, if you're watching, I want you to know that I haven't forgotten you. You looked me in my face and you told me that I was no longer a member of your family. And I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, brothers fight. Brothers will always fight. But brothers are always brothers. And wherever you are, know this. I love you like a brother. And I will always feel that way. If the day ever comes that you can get out of that bed and come back to this building, I will welcome you with open arms, because I get a feeling in the pit of my stomach that I'm going to need you.